Hi, this is Gloria with stampwithgloria.com. Today we're going to use the set Gorgous Grunge and For Your Country. Okay, both in the regular catalog. And I was going through Pinterest and I saw a card similar to this card, and I thought, how cool is this for our soldiers? And it could be any type of card, but she had put these lines in here like, you know, you would see for a heartbeat in the hospital on, you know, the, I don't know what they call it, the stats. But I'm like, I wasn't sure what she was trying to convey, but our servicemen are the heartbeat of America, and I love how she had the heartbeat in there. Or my son is into technology. He's an IT guy in the Air Force, so I thought this would be cool to represent him as well. It could be communicating. So either way it's interpreted, I thought it was a cool card, and it's a fast, easy card to do, and it includes a couple of techniques, so I thought I would just flip one out for you. So, and it's also a one sheet card, so there's no layering. You could layer, absolutely, but for this demonstration I'm just gonna go ahead and make this card up just like this. So the first thing we're going to use is our Memento Pad, and as I've mentioned in the past, this pad is a permanent pad, and so we're going to ink up those boots and we're going to plop them down there. That's a nice dark image. I love it. Then we're going to use our Blendability pens, and the Blendability pens, they come in different color categories, but they come in a light, a medium, and a dark color combo. So when you buy the Blendability pens, you're going to get the 3 different colors. And so this is Smoky Slate that I'm going to work with, and I'm going to take and I'm going to color most of the boot with the lightest color of Smoky Slate. So we're going to just tuck that all in there. You don't have to be very careful except for to stay in the lines. You want to stay in the lines. Okay, so now we've got that first coat on. Then the medium coat. Where do I use the marker with the medium color? It's, you know, these little hash marks that you see on the boot, you're going to darken them up a little bit with the medium color. It gives some depth. It starts to make the boot look more three-dimensional, and it's cool because the artist already put in all the artwork, so we don't have to try to figure out which side the light's coming from. We just cover up the hash marks. Then the dark color Blendability, I'm going to do like the bottom side of the boot right here, because that would probably be the darkest side, because of course, you know, they're walking in the dirt all the time. I love nowadays how they have all these different kinds of camouflage boots. When I was in the military, we had our basic, I was in the Air Force, and we had our basic combat boots that were black and shiny, and yes, I did spit polish my boots way back when. It was one of the things we learned in basic training at tech school. And I still know how to spit polish a boot to this day. Okay, so once I've got the images colored in, you saw how quick and easy that was. I have stamped my boots on it. So actually, I stamped it right on this paper here because it's nice and thin. I had re-stamped them and then cut them out. And then I used the two-way glue pen. And the cool thing about the two-way glue pen is you can make a piece of paper like this into a, oh God, I'm losing my mind, a sticky pad, you know, that you can pull off. You know what I'm talking about. It doesn't stick forever. So what we're going to do is we're going to tuck the boot onto the regular image so that we mask it. Post-it note is the word I wanted to use. We made the boots into a post-it note. Now I cut out the boots separately because there is a little bit of space in here, and like you see, I didn't want that space to be all black. I wanted the color to kind of, you know, schmooze through that space, so that's why I left it like that. So I covered them up. And now I'm going to use Rich Razzleberry and Pear Pizzaz, okay, stamp pads. and I'm just going to start taking some of the stamps from Gorgous Grunge, and I'm going to, oh, I don't want green. We're going to go Rich Razzleberry for the bottom. That's what I did with the other card. So we're going to just pull some lines in for the Rich Razzleberry. There. All right, so something for him to stand on, I guess, is what you could kind of think about for what I've just done there. Okay, and then I want to take some of the little speckles. I'm going to ink them up with the Razzleberry, and I'm going to plop them in here and there. So on each side of the shoe, just no rhyme or reason to it, just the way I want to do it. Then I'm going to take the Pear Pizzaz, and I've got these kind of ink splotches, and I'm going to pull one over the top of the boot here. Maybe I'll put a splotch up in here. Okay, maybe another splotch. I don't know. I want to try something else. Now, I just want parts of this splotch here. So I'm just going to ink parts of that stamp, and then I'm going to plop in parts of it in different areas. So we're going to plop some right there. And then maybe I'll plop a little bit over here, and then I'm like, why not have a little bit darker contrast? So I am going to use the basic black marker, and I like this little dot there, and I like these dots right here on this stamp. So you want to kind of finish out so that it doesn't have just a straight edge somewhere, you know, a little, you want to finish it out so it looks like a blob. And then I'm going to stamp a blob right in there. Okay, that looks pretty good. Then why don't I take this bottom blob down in here? Okay, and then we'll stamp some by his toe just to give a little bit of contrast. And then you see I picked up some of the lighter color there, which is perfectly fine. Now, how do I get that watercolor look? Well, that's one of the cool things about these pads. All I did was flip it over, and then I squeeze the pad, and then on the inside of the well there's a little indentation. These were designed this way so that we could use this for other art media. And then I'm going to take you know, how come it is when you start something, I want to call this a blender pen, but it's not a blender pen, but I'm going to, Aqua pen is called an Aqua pen. And I'm just going to pull some color in here and there. I'm going to mix it with the green so we get a different color, make it a true looking watercolor. There we go. I'm going to do it around the boots. Okay, now you don't want to have a ton of water because around these boots, because what's going to happen is then your mask on the boots is going to get all wet. It's going to be hard to pull off your boots, so you want to make sure you're thinking about that. So just a little bit here, a little bit there. Okay, so the boots I kind of highlighted with the purple. I like that. And then you see when I went over the other colors, they're kind of bleeding out a little bit because they're water soluble. So if you touch them with water after you've stamped them, they're going to bleed out a bit. So then I'm going to take some of the green and the same thing. I'm going to flip the cover and I'm going to ink that up, and then the well catches that ink. Gotta love it. Gotta love the thought process behind Stampin' Up's products. And then I'm just gonna pull in some green maybe there, and pull some in over the top over here. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. I love it. Let's pull some over here. Okay. I think I like it. I think I'm good with the picture just like this. Okay, so now I'm going to do some little touch-up, finish-up work. I'm going to use a permanent marker pen, a very fine tip marker. I'm going to take off the mask. So we took off the mask off of our boots. Whoops, I better start from the top here and pull myself down. There, there, look at that. That post-it note work technique worked. Isn't that cool? Okay, so now we have our boots. So now I'm going to highlight the boots a bit with the black. Okay, so I'm going to go around the edge. I'm going to ink in his heel a bit. Because this is in so much shadow, I'm going to make it a little bit darker with this pen. Because this is a sketched boot, it's so cool to pull in this darker color so that you can kind of accent the boot. And I'm going to make the bottom of his boot a lot darker. There we go. All right, I'm gonna pull in some more color up in here. Okay, then he's got some buttonholes. I'm going to highlight them because I'm going to take a little bit of the white Signo pen that we have, and I'm going to highlight that a bit. So we're going to do the top of his boot here because that would be darker. There we go. Color that all in. I just love it when we get images like this where the artists sketch in everything. It just makes it so much fun to do the artwork then, to just enhance it and just make it a really cool look. Okay, so there, a little bit here, a little bit there. Last thing I'm going to do is take the Signo Glow pen and I'm going to, you know, highlight the rivets and then maybe some of the shoelaces, more for just show than anything else. Okay, there we go, a little bit there. Look at, we got them right there, right there. Then the little eyelets right there. And voila! That is our picture. You could put, oh, I forgot the heartbeat part. Oh, what am I thinking? That's why I like this card in the first place. So she had drawn in what it looks like, you know, on, you know, the test that they do for heartbeats. So I'm gonna put that in. Okay, and then up and down. And again, do this with a permanent marker. Okay, there we go. There's the heartbeat of America, our soldiers. I really liked how it turned out. I hope you like the different techniques I showed you, and I hope you have fun trying to do this yourself. Have a great day. Bye.